Growing fresh food through winter, your complete December garden guide. 1. The winter garden revolution starts now. Most people think December means the gardening season is completely over. They're wrong. Dead wrong. Your garden doesn't have to take a 3-month vacation, and honestly, some of the best harvests happen when most people aren't even trying. Winter gardening isn't just possible, it's incredibly rewarding, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it work in your specific climate. Before we get into all the details about what you can actually grow, I want to ask you something. Have you ever thought about having fresh vegetables growing in your yard during the coldest months? Stick around until the end of this video, because I'm going to break down exactly what works in your climate. And if this sounds interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. We release gardening content every single week, and you don't want to miss what we've got coming up. Also, drop a like on this video if you love growing your own food. It really helps us reach more gardeners like you. 2. Why December is not your garden's end date. The common belief that you have to stop gardening when winter arrives is one of the biggest myths in the gardening world. When I was growing gardens in Houston, Texas, I discovered something amazing. November and December were actually the best months for gardening in my region. The heat finally broke, the soil was still warm from summer, and I could grow incredible things without fighting the oppressive heat. But here's the thing. I'm not saying this to brag about warm climates. Even if you live somewhere with serious cold and snow, your garden doesn't have to completely shut down. Gardeners in freezing climates can keep plants alive through the winter using simple protective methods. You can use cold frames, row covers, and other frost protection to extend your growing season. Plus, indoor gardening opens up entirely new possibilities that most people never even consider. The real secret is this. What you can grow in December depends completely on where you live. Your location determines everything. That's why I've organized this guide into 3 climate zones. Find your climate, and you'll know exactly what to plant right now. 3. Warm climate December gardening, your prime growing season. If you live in a warm climate, December is when things really heat up. Well, not literally heat up, but your garden definitely comes alive. Warm climates typically see daytime temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and even 80s during December. Some warm climate areas might see frost by January, but many never experience frost at all. This is the sweet spot for growing. This is when your garden becomes a production machine. 3A. Growing leafy greens in warm climates. December in a warm climate is prime salad season. This is the time to fill your entire garden with every lettuce variety you can think of. Romaine, spring mix, buttercrunch, all of them thrive right now. These greens grow fast, taste incredible, and you'll wonder why you ever bought salad from the grocery store. But lettuce is just the beginning. Branch out and try endive and radicchio. These are the vegetables that show up in those expensive plastic clamshells at the supermarket. You know the ones. They cost $7 and somehow always end up shoved to the back of your fridge before you remember they exist. When you grow them yourself, they stay fresh all season long because you're picking them as you need them. The frost-tolerant greens that do exceptionally well include kale, arugula, spinach, and Swiss chard. All of these can handle cold temperatures, and they're so reliable that even beginning gardeners have success with them. Now is also the perfect window for herbs. Cilantro, parsley, and dill absolutely love the cool weather that December brings. These herbs actually taste better in cool season gardens than they do in the heat. Perennial herbs like rosemary, oregano, sage, and thyme will thrive in these conditions. Don't overlook chives. They produce throughout your entire winter season and actually help protect your leafy greens from insects. Here's a practical tip. Most of these plants can handle light frost, but on nights when you're expecting a hard freeze, cover them with frost cloth. This simple step keeps everything productive and prevents damage from sudden temperature drops. 3B. Root crops for warm climate December. Root crops are another incredible option in December. You can direct sow carrots, radishes, or beets right into the ground now and take advantage of the perfect cool weather. Just make sure you plant them where they'll get at least 6 hours of direct sunlight during these short winter days. Radishes deserve special attention because they're the fastest root crop you can grow. Plant multiple batches of radishes throughout December and January, and you'll be harvesting beautiful, perfectly flavored roots before warm season arrives. These radishes taste completely different from spring or summer radishes. They're sweeter and more tender because of the slower growth in cool conditions. Garlic is another fantastic December planting. Technically, it's a bulb, not a root, but I'm including it here because the planting technique is similar. Choose soft-neck garlic varieties, which are usually available at farmers markets. Plant the individual cloves near your leafy greens. Garlic actually helps protect those greens from pests naturally. 3C. Growing fruiting plants in warm climates. If you have sturdy garden trellises, there's one fruiting plant that absolutely crushes it during the colder months. Peas. Snow peas or sugar snap peas will cover your trellises in beautiful green vines and produce delicious pods by the new year. Store-bought peas cost a fortune and honestly don't taste nearly as good as homegrown peas straight from your garden. Give your peas at least 6 hours of sunlight daily and they'll reward you with an incredible harvest. I also include broccoli and cauliflower in the fruit category because they require similar space and time commitments. If you buy these as transplants from your local nursery or garden center in December, they'll have plenty of time to grow and develop in your cool season garden. Here's something that surprises people. December is actually the time to start tomatoes and peppers if you live in a warm climate. I know that sounds backwards, but here's the logic. These plants need to be started from seed indoors in December so that the seedlings are ready to transplant into your garden by February, right when temperatures start warming up. By starting them now, you'll have established plants ready to produce as soon as conditions become ideal. Your warm climate garden is going to be incredibly full this winter. Those of us in colder regions will definitely be a little jealous of what you're growing. 4. Mild climate December gardening, the balanced approach. If you live in a mild climate like Nashville, Tennessee, you're in a really interesting position. You can still grow plenty of things, both indoors and outdoors. A mild climate means you'll probably have some frost in December, but you don't expect a killing frost, that hard freeze when temperatures drop below 28 degrees for several days until January or February. This gives you a nice window of opportunity that falls between warm and cold climates. 4A. Leaves and herbs in mild climates. December is the perfect month to start your perennial and annual herbs indoors. Sage and parsley specifically are herbs that are easy to start from seed indoors, but they take a long time to grow from seed. Starting them now gives you 2 full months to grow them before moving them outside in February. You'll end up with much healthier, stronger plants than anything you'd buy from a nursery. Plus, you'll save significant money in the process. One leafy green that can still be planted directly in your garden this month is cabbage. Here's a useful tip. The more bumpy and textured the leaves are, what's called savoy, the more resistant that cabbage will be to frost. Napa cabbage is an absolutely delicious option for winter growing. It's phenomenal in salads and stir-fries, and it grows so well in mild climates. 4B. Root crops in mild climates. December is the best month in mild climates to start onions from seed. Onions grow beautifully from seed, but they're slow. They take time to establish. By sowing your onion seeds indoors in December and growing them under lights, you'll have strong, healthy onion starts ready to transplant in February. This gives your onions the longest possible growing season, which means bigger, better bulbs. 4C. The abundant harvest despite the cold. Here's something amazing. There might not be many fruiting plants you can grow this month, but you'll be shocked at how many delicious things you can still harvest from your garden even when it's freezing outside. That's the beauty of mild climate gardening.
5. Cold climate December gardening, working with what you have. If you live in a cold climate, you already know the situation. You can't grow much directly in the ground in December because the soil is frozen solid. Maybe you're literally reading this during a snowstorm. That's okay. Don't give up on growing. There are absolutely things you can grow this month, and they might surprise you. 5A. Understanding your cold climate garden. In general, your outdoor garden goes dormant during winter in cold climates. If you still have workable soil, meaning you can dig into the top 3 or 4 inches, it's not too late to plant before the real cold season takes hold. You can also extend the growing season for frost-resistant plants already growing in your garden by using protective tools like cold frames, polytunnels, and cloches. These simple structures can make a huge difference. Besides outdoor growing, indoor gardening opens up incredible possibilities. 5B. Indoor sprouts and microgreens. Winter is when sprouts and microgreens become your secret weapon. You can grow alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, or my personal favorite, broccoli sprouts. Seriously, if staying healthy through winter matters to you, grow broccoli sprouts. One tiny sprout contains the same nutrition as an entire broccoli head. You can grow them in a jar or sprouter right on your kitchen counter. All you do is rinse them once a day for 5 to 7 days. That's it. You don't need soil, special equipment, or much space. Microgreens are basically one step up from sprouts in terms of supplies and time required. My 2 favorite microgreens to grow during winter are cilantro and basil. Even when snow is falling outside, tossing fresh basil microgreens on pasta makes me feel like I'm sitting in Tuscany. 5C. Indoor leafy greens. If you have grow lights or a sunny windowsill, you can grow spinach and lettuce plants indoors. I started doing this during my second winter in Chicago just to have more green in my home. It honestly helped me survive winter mentally. There's something about having fresh green plants growing indoors when everything outside is brown and frozen. 5D. Cold hardy outdoor plants. If you have frost cloth or cold frames, you can still winter sow cabbage, broccoli, spinach, Swiss chard, and arugula outside. Winter is actually a fantastic time to plant these seeds in your garden. They won't die in the cold, but they also won't grow much. The magic happens when temperatures start rising in spring. These seeds will pop up and grow faster than seeds planted in spring. You're getting a head start for spring harvest by planting in winter. 5E. Root crops and garlic in cold climates. Just like with other frost-hardy greens, you can sow carrot and beet seeds before winter really sets in, as long as you have a plan to protect them with covers. You can also plant garlic if the top few inches of soil in your beds is still workable. The bulbs won't grow over winter, but their roots will establish themselves in the garden, getting comfortable underground. As soon as temperatures warm slightly, you'll see little green shoots popping up. For cold areas, look for hard-neck garlic varieties, which typically do best in colder climates. 6. December flowers, adding color to your winter garden. Flowers shouldn't be forgotten when you're planning your December garden. You can buy frost-tolerant pansies, cone flowers, pink dianthus, or violas from your local nursery and use them to add bright color to your beds during the cool season. If you're in a warm climate, December is the perfect time to direct sow nasturtiums. These flowers actually thrive in the not too hot, not too cold conditions of mild winters. They also provide excellent pest protection to your leafy greens, so they're both beautiful and functional. For those in mild or cold climates, consider starting calendula seeds indoors. Calendula is one of my favorite flowers to grow in early spring. It can tolerate frost and works as a fantastic trap crop, attracting pests away from your vegetables. 7. Your action plan, making December your growing month. This is the moment where you decide, are you going to let your garden go dormant and focus entirely on the holiday season? Or are you going to see what's actually possible in your climate? Here's what I want you to do right now. First, identify your climate zone. Are you warm, mild, or cold? Then, look at what grows in your zone. Pick 3 things you want to plant this month. That's it. 3 things. Write them down. Second, gather what you need. If you're doing outdoor planting, get your seeds or transplants this week. If you're doing indoor growing like sprouts or microgreens, get your supplies. You don't need much. Third, plant this weekend. Don't wait. Don't plan to do it next week. This weekend, get your hands in the dirt, or in a jar if you're doing sprouts. Just do it. If your experiment works, you've gained delicious harvests and proven that winter gardening is possible in your area. If it doesn't work out perfectly, you've learned something valuable about growing in your climate. Either way, you've gained knowledge. You've gained experience. Neither of those is wasted. Final thoughts. December doesn't mean your garden stops. December can be the month when your garden takes a break and you focus on family and celebrations. That's completely valid. But December can also be the month when you push past what you thought was possible. December can be when you grow food during the coldest, darkest months of the year. December can be when your garden becomes more productive than you ever imagined. The choice is yours. My suggestion? Put on your coat, grab some winter boots if you need them, step outside, and dig in. Plant something. Grow something. Don't wait until spring to start gardening again. Before you go, I really need you to do me a favor. If this video helped you understand what's possible to grow in your climate, please share this with another gardener. Send it to a friend who thinks their garden has to sleep all winter. Comment below and tell me what you're planning to plant in December. I read every single comment and love hearing from you. And if you're not already subscribed to Backyard Crops, please hit that subscribe button right now. We put out new gardening videos every week, and you definitely don't want to miss them. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Adam Grove, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there and grow something amazing this December.